locked in. I just got home, just walked in, literally just walked in the house. I'm locking in. I'm like re-excited for this all over again. I was excited before. Now I'm actually excited to hear what Vaughn had to say. I wasn't too interested, but now that Joey's sending him direct shots, I think now I'm more excited to hear what Vaughn has to say. Before I felt like Vaughn was just kind of jumping in just to jump in on behalf of the West Coast, which is fair. I'm not mad at it, but there was just like a disconnect as far as interest with me. Which I guess Daylight was doing the same thing, but I felt like Joey was going a bit more back and forth with Daylight, which had my interest more. Plus Daylight is what it is. He has a higher level of competition. He has literally a professional battle rapper. So that it just is what it is. He is a higher level of competition. So I was just more interested in that. But now that Joey is sending direct shots at Vaughn, I'm very curious to see what he has to say. And it's posted to the TD, like seems like TD is behind Vaughn fully, which is dope. I love seeing that support. I think that's super dope. Is Vaughn gonna say anything about Absol being next to Joey? Is Daylight gonna say anything about that? Like, I don't know. I would assume Absol communicated that with these guys prior. Like, I don't think that caught them by surprise. If he did, I wouldn't like that move too much. I don't think that should be something that should be a surprise. I think you should communicate that before you do it while you're in the middle of a beef. It's like when Joe Budden was beefing with Drake like in 2016, and then Eminem popped up on Drake's tour in the middle of the battle. Like, that was like, what are we doing? If you don't know, Joe Budden was signed to Shady Records via Slaughterhouse. Like, so, you know, that type of stuff happens, and I don't agree with that. So hopefully Absol communicated that. I will say, as far as Vaughn's other diss tracks towards Joey, they were cool. I wasn't necessarily impressed. I don't think they were on the level of Daylight and Joey's towards each other. I don't think they were on that level. But they were cool. I think they were fairly inconsistent. I think there were lines that were like, ew, that's a stinker. But then it would be followed up by like super dope rapping, or like even like a great line. It was just kind of inconsistent as far as what snuck through the cracks. It felt like just some bad lines were allowed to sneak through the cracks. Not even bad, just kind of like, could have left that one at home. Now, I'm assuming he recorded this in a day. Maybe he just had this on standby. I don't know, but I'm assuming he recorded this fairly quickly after the Redbull Cypher, which is on my channel. The reactions on my channel. Subscribe and look at that. Which fire Cypher, by the way. But yeah, I'm assuming this was recorded after that, which in that case, I don't know if the speed necessarily impresses me anymore. I'm so over that with like battles and stuff. I'm over the speed thing. Plus, you got to take into consideration, people forget. As soon as Joey drops, even if Joey drops next month, people forget how fast you drop this. You don't really get points for it. That's been proven time and time again. Check Kendrick and Drake. Drake dropped 2 diss tracks back to back before Kendrick responded. Then I think we waited another week after that, after Taylor Made. I think, if I'm remembering correctly. Nobody talks about that. In the moment we talk about it, like, oh, he's on the timer, he's on the clock. No, that's not a real thing. So I think we got to move away from that when it comes to battle rap in music. But so yeah, hopefully the speed didn't come back to bite him. I would, because I've already had like the inconsistency issue with the quality of lines in his other music, which I'm assuming he didn't make in a day. So not his other music, his other diss record, sorry. I heard his album's really good. My friend's been telling me the album is super good. Said arguably album of the year. I'm gonna have to check it out. I probably would do it on the channel, but anytime I react to his stuff, it gets taken down. I'm assuming this is gonna get taken down, so I don't know why I'm yapping so much. But yeah, let's just get into it. Whatever. What is that? Sometimes I watch videos in 2 times speed because
I already know you've been talking about me.
Speed it up. Why are you talking so slow? Hey, what was that?
I already know you've been talking about me.
Niggas on that shit again.
Phone buzz?
Yeah, niggas on top. Niggas on, look. Hey, hoey, is you stupid or you dumb? Popping it and screaming about a 20v1. Hey, hoey, is you finished or you done? We don't give a fuck where you from, Okay. Okay, what's up? Shut up. Okay, what's up? Shut up. Baby teeth, you ain't even got a plaque yet. Fact check, we wanna see the numbers like a math test. Round, Joey, round, we gon' name it at your backpack. Real shit, you should act more and you should rap less. Every verse ass with that BBL cost. West Coast getting seasoned. Now
Oh no, that was horrible. What? No. Okay, look. I get he's trying to do something. He's trying to make a little hit here. No, Joey's rapping. Joey's like barring you up. Now's not the time. No, this is like, you can drop this after. You gotta rap. Like that pack light bar, like, you know, again, that, I don't think that was directly towards him. That was towards Daylight, but like still, like he was barring up that Cypher. This is not the time to be doing that. And then with that line, oh boy, that was bad.
Backpack, real shit, you should act more and you should rap less. Every verse ass with
Also, it's like the disses, like the digs, they're not really hard. Like you should rap more, or you should act more, you should rap less. It doesn't hit when you're as good as Joey. Like if it was like a trash rapper or something like that, then sure, but like this is Joey.
More, you should rap less. Every verse ass with that BBL cost. West Coast getting seasoned, now you heavy on the salt. What?
Yeah, like when you say things like that, like I get it. It's battle raps, or you're supposed to say, "Oh, you're trash, you're this, you're that." It just kind of rings hollow when it's objectively not true. You know what I mean?
Catch him at the Staples Center. Rap less. Every verse ass with that BBL cost. West Coast getting seasoned, now you heavy on the salt. What? Catch him at the Staples Center. Bet you I'm a spark. Catch him at the cost. West Coast getting seasoned, now you heavy on the salt. What? Catch him at the Staples Center. Bet you I'm a spark. Goofy, don't let power get your TV turned off. Nigga, what? You done ran into them steppers who don't tap dance. Gucci trash bands just for you to put them raps in. Conductor got you sounding like you in a jazz band. Why you going after Dottie? Think he Pac-Man? Ooh, see.
That was fire. That was fire. This is what I'm talking about. It's like it's so inconsistent. Like, how do you go from that stupid, horrible BBL line, then you said going after Dot Thinky Pac-Man? That's fire. That's fire. Like, that's actually hard. What are we doing, bro? Like, who is in the studio with him? Like, help. Just help. Just tell him, hey, that's not it. This one's fire though. That one's not it. Just write something better or get rid of it. Get rid of the BBL line, bro.
Got you sounding like you in just for you to put them raps in. Conductor got you sounding like you in a jazz.
Yeah, are we dissing Conductor now? Conductor's one of the best producers out right now. Are we tripping, man?
You to put them raps in. Conductor got you sounding like you in a jazz band. Why you going after Dottie? Think he Pac-Man? Ooh, CJ like 40 and he on drugs. Clickbaiting for the honeycomb. Get your own buzz. Skeletons inside my closet playing Bone Thugs. I put the whole pro era on a pro club. Hey, Hoey, is you stupid or you dumb? Popping it and screaming about a 20v1. Hey, Hoey, is you finished or you done? We don't give a fuck where you from.
Hook is
okay.
Kind of generic.
What's up? Shut up. Okay, what's up? Shut up. Niggas won't smoke, I'm a vape lord. Walk around with 9 on me, feel like I'm in grade 4. I could send him to the stars, he get paid for. But standing next to Soul ain't gon' save yours.
Yeah, see, that's fire.
I could send him to the stars, he get paid for. But standing next to Soul ain't gon' save yours. But every verse, how we talking about I'm back. We don't give a fuck about where you was or where you at. See, the fans only know you for the acts, not the blaps. I know where you was and you was never on a map. Look, keeping one eye open, I'm in Futurama. My old heads ain't try to school you, let me do the honor. Stupid ass nigga, I could tell he never been in drama. Who and nobody, I was writing for your baby mama. Call yourself speaking for the coast without backup.
I don't know who Joey's baby mama is, but assuming that's true, that's fire.
Nobody, I was writing for your baby mama. Call yourself speaking for the coast without backup. Drop a little 3-track EP and nigga, that's up. See what happened last time I act to be for rapper. How you on TV and your homie using CapCut? Get active. Stop.
How you on TV and your homie using CapCut?
On TV and your homie using CapCut.
I don't know what that means. I mean, I know what CapCut is. I don't know like what he's talking. Oh, he's talking about CJ Fly. Oh, I'm assuming like CJ Fly, maybe his music videos are made with CapCut or whatever, which is like a kind of a normal video editing software anybody can use type of thing. That's dope. No, that whole flow, this right here, this whole pocket he's in right now, fire.
When you wasn't, you was never on a map. Look, sleeping one eye open, I'm in future around my old heads. I ain't try to school you, let me do the honor. Stupid ass nigga, I could tell he never been in drama.
I love that rhyme scheme there. Just those syllables he's rhyming there. I don't think I wish he would have kept it going for a longer time, but like that whole Futurama, like those 3 syllables. Or 4, sorry.
You let me do the honor, stupid ass nigga. I could tell he never been in drama. Who and nobody? I was writing for your baby mama. Call yourself speaking
I love that.
Without backup. Drop a little 3-track EP and nigga, that's up. See what happened last time I
This is dope too.
How you on TV and your homie using CapCut? Get active. Stop acting. Get active. Gain traction. Your last slap was in 2017 and I played ball. I could deal with niggas on the screen. Ray Whopper. Quick to turn a nigga to a rollout. Heard they move the goalposts every time we show out. Here's a line combo. It really is a blow.
I don't know if I like that line or not.
Screen Ray Whopper.
The screen, I can deal with people on a screen.
And I play ball. I could deal with niggas on the screen. Ray Whopper.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that a lot. Like, I get it. The basketball is set a screen. You can deal with people on a screen, being on a screen. Joey can deal with actors being on screens. I get it.
Quick to turn a nigga to a rollout. Heard they move the goalposts every time we show out. Here's a line combo. It really is a blowout. That didn't respond. Now you trying to call Cole out, dumbass. Hey, Hoey, is you stupid or you dumb? Popping it and screaming about a 20v1. Hey, rock him, stupid ass nigga. Think he rock him. TDE superstars jealous. He ain't locked in. I done pull so many caps. I go to med school. Bullets flying by. Sound like sounds on the Neptune. Thought the beef was livestock.
Wait, what is that?
I done pull so many caps. I go to med school. Bullets flying by. Sound like sounds on the Neptune. Thought the beef was livestock. Really, it was Deadpool for that energy. I gave him Neptune. Thought the beef was livestock. Really, it was Deadpool for that energy. I gave him wings once I Red Bull. Sorry, not sorry. She was weak. Pardon me. Pardon me. You made a whole EP. Copping, please. Copping what? Black man, let him breathe. Let him breathe. Nah, fuck that. Hang him from the popular trees. He had y'all food like he do it for the sport. For the sport. I'm Snoop Dogg kicking over his little fort. Bitch, you watch. You ain't carrying no torch. You let Ice Spice turn it to the king of New York. Stop acting. Stop acting. Get active. Stop acting. Stop acting. Get active. Stop acting.
It's fire. That was fire. Okay, I think. Yeah, no, that was a fire last line. That was. I love this. I love this energy. I love this competitive energy. This is super dope. Overall, I think in the beginning here, it started off pretty rocky. That BBL line was trash. But he had some fire lines all throughout the rest of it. I think that was. Let's restart a little bit. Let's restart. We don't give a fuck where you from, where you from. Hook was kind of just, which to be fair, he made it in a day from what we know. Potentially, maybe he made it in a day, maybe he had it on standby, but to be fair, it's quick. It was quick. It wasn't something you put too much thought into, to my knowledge. Okay. So I'm not judging. Shut up. I mean, I guess I have to judge it the same way. I can't be lenient just because it was made fast. Baby teeth, you ain't even got a plaque yet. Fact check, we want to see the numbers like a math test. Round Joey round. Also, I get the plaque. I've heard that a million times. Don't name it at your backpack. Test round Joey round. We gon' name it at your backpack. Real shit. You should act more. You should rap less. Is Joey a backpack rapper? I'm assuming that's the diss. Is he saying he's a backpack rapper? But like, I mean, like back in the day, like 15 years ago, sure. But. We gon' name it at your backpack. Real shit, you should act more. You should rap less. Every verse ass with that BBL cost. West Coast getting that was horrible. You heavy on the salt. That was also. Bet you I'm a spark. Goofy, don't let power get your TV turned off. Nigga, what? You done ran into them steppers who don't tap dance. Gucci trash bands just for you to put them raps in. You ran into the steppers who don't tap dance. That was cool. It was fine. I'd say from here on, it's fire. Here on, you got. As gas. Is it better than Joey's verse on the Redbull Cypher thing? Not even close, honestly. But it's dope. It is dope. This was nice. Gucci trash bands just for you to put them raps in. Conductor got you sounding like you in a jazz band. Why you going after Dottie? Think he Pac-Man? Ooh, CJ like 40 and he on drugs. Clickbaiting for the honeycomb. Get your own buzz. Skeletons inside my closet playing Bone Thugs. I put the whole pro era on a pro club. Hey, Hoey, is you stupid or you dumb? Popping it and screaming about a 20v1. Hey, Hoey, is you finished? Yeah, I'm not in love with this chorus.
Niggas won't smoke, I'm a vape lord. Walk around with nine.
Didn't like that
Like
either.
I'm in grade 4.
Didn't like that
Send him
either.
to the stars, he get paid for. But standing next to soul ain't gon' save yours.
Love that.
Verse, how we talking about I'm back. We don't give a fuck about where you was or where you at.
Love
See,
that.
the fans only know you for the acts, not the blaps. I know where you was and you was never on a map. Sleeping one eye open, I'm in Futurama. Old heads ain't try to school you, let me do the honor, stupid ass nigga.
I love this scheme right here. This is dope.
Nobody, I was writing for your baby mama. Call yourself.
Yeah, who I don't know who his baby mama is. Is she a musician? I did not know that.
Speaking for the coast without backup. Drop a little 3-track EP and nigga, that's up. See what happened last time I acted beef for rap.
Assuming he actually did write for his baby mama, that's valid. That's an actual valid response to, it's not just like that's a valid rebuttal to calling him a nobody. Like, call me a nobody. I wrote for your baby mom. Then who's your baby mom? You saying your baby mom's a nobody? You know? But the rebuttal then could be made. Just because you write for somebody doesn't make you somebody. I mean, like, Quentin Miller wrote for Drake. He's not Drake. You know what I mean? So, I don't know how Joey would flip that and necessarily say a verse. I don't know. I'm not Joey. I don't know. I don't even know who his wife is. So I don't know. But if I'm Joey, that's the angle I probably would take if I'm responding to that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you wrote for her, but, you know, Quentin's not Drake. You know what I mean? It's the same type of thing. Potentially. I don't know who his wife is. I have no idea. I'm just saying that's probably the angle I would take if I was Joey.
How you on TV and your homie using CapCut? Get active. Stop acting. Get active.
That was fire too. That CapCut.
2017 and I play ball. I could deal with niggas on the screen. Ray Whopper. Quick to turn a nigga to a rollout. Heard they move the goalposts every time we show out. Here's a line combo. It really is a blowout. That didn't respond. Now you trying to call Cole out.
This is great promotion for his album. This is fantastic.
Hey, Hoey, is you stupid or you? That didn't respond. Now you trying to call Cole out, dumbass. Hey, Hoey, is you stupid or you dumb? Popping it and screaming about a 20v1. Hey, rock him, stupid ass nigga. Think he rock him. TDE superstars jealous, he ain't locked in. I done pull so many caps, I go to med school. Bullets flying by, sound like sounds on the Neptune. Thought the beef was livestock. Really, it was Deadpool. For that energy, I gave him wings once I Red Bull. Sorry, not sorry, shit was weak. Pardon me. You made a whole EP, copping please. Copping what? Black man, let him breathe. Nah, fuck that. Hang him from the popular trees. He had y'all food like he do it for the sport. I'm Snoop Dogg kicking over his little fort. Bitch, you watch, you ain't carrying no torch. You let Ice Spice turn it to the king of New York. What the fuck? Get active.
That's fire. Okay, so as far as we kind of talked about the lines there, as far as like the quality of the punchlines and stuff, but as far as the digs go, how do I feel about those? I don't even know what's gonna be uploaded, bro. He blocks everything I drop, which is crazy because there's so many other reactions up. But whatever. I'm not saying him. Maybe it's just TD or their distribution or whatever, but whatever. The digs themselves weren't very strong. They were kind of just like generic, like ho air. But it is battle rap, so like clowning is a part of it. But I think it needs to be like, if you're gonna clown, it needs to be like 40% clown and 50 or 60%. Like real digs that hit hard. I don't think anything really hit hard here except for like that last line. Stand next to your soul, or stand next to soul ain't gonna save yours. Thought it was dope. That's not really a dig. But like that, you let Ice Spice become the king of New York. That's a dig. That's like an actual dig. Call me a nobody, but I wrote for your baby moms. That's dope. She won a lot of haymakers. You know what I mean? A lot of clever little slick lines. Weren't a lot of haymakers in there. So yeah, if you did this in a day, maybe the next one take 2 days. but and it'll be a lot stronger. But yeah, I haven't disliked any of his diss records, by the way, to be clear. To say this again, I actually really liked this. I told you I liked like here onwards. Maybe a few lines in here I didn't like, but yeah, overall it was good. It was a good diss track. And I'm loving, yeah, and I'm loving the fact that he's actually active in this battle. Like, there's so many young artists that are scared of battling, or they talk about battling and they don't do it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say a name just to say a name because we're here. JID. I remember he was like in an interview talking about like he wants to battle all these people. He's like super competitive. Yada. He has diss records ready for everybody. He hasn't battled. You know, it's like so many artists are talking about battling, but they don't do it. You know what I mean? So I salute to Vaughn for doing it, and doing well. This is dope. This is dope. I have my criticisms of it, just like I had my criticisms of Joey. When Joey had a line in the Redbull Cypher, I said it was like an overused line. I said that. Big Sean said the same thing. Absol had a line in there that I thought was a little questionable. It was the lowest lane. I thought that was, it was all right. You know, I'm fair in my criticisms of people. This was dope. Overall, it was dope. And I'll leave it at that. Subscribe. Getting out of here.